Hello there, spin-off Accelerator people. This is Fede, as promised, from beautiful Mallorca. I don't want to tell you too much about the weather, but it's been really, really nice. A bit windy, but beautiful. I wanted to use these next couple of minutes to let you know a little bit about what a point of view is all about. I mentioned it at the very end of our workshop, but it's an important part that essentially connects the empathy phase, which we spent a good chunk of time talking about when we met last week, and then the ideation and prototyping phase, which is the creation phase, which you will be jumping onto in session 2 of this program. And so what a point of view basically is a very specific user, the needs of that specific user, and an insight. Right? It has those three parts: user, needs, insight. And basically what a point of view does is that it literally condenses, synthesizes, and filters all of the information you've been able to collect during your empathy phase in order to serve as a jumping ground or a launching point for fantastic solutions. Okay? And so what's important of this point of view is that from all of the research that you will be doing now and the next time you guys meet, little by little you need to narrow your project down to focus on one particular user, right? And that user needs to be described in a relatively specific way, right? I will be sharing a very useful document from the Stanford D School with you guys along with this video. It sort of describes how specific you need to get with your user. At the end of the day, it depends on the project, right? But that user needs to be described as a persona, right? Like a type of person with a specific age range, a specific background, specific interests, right? So that from there you can bounce off with some fantastic solutions that address the specific needs of that individual or that type of individual. Okay? After you've come up with that specific user from all of the research that you have been able to do, then you have to ask yourselves as a team, what is this kind of individual's needs, right? You guys already did a little bit of experimentation around needs finding, and so you need to really start to ask yourselves, what does this kind of person need in this particular situation, right? What's really important about the needs, they need to be framed as a verb, not as nouns, right? Needs can't be persons, places, or things. Needs, they need to be phrased as verbs, as action statements, because verbs, they open up the space for opportunity, the space for solutions, okay? And once you've come up with one or two needs of that individual framed as verbs, then you have to ask yourselves, where did that need come from, right? The because of the need is basically what we call in design thinking an insight. And that insight basically gives color and liveliness and reason to the needs. Again, all of this will be described in the document that I share with you guys along with this video. Once you have that point of view, that specific user, the needs of the user, and the insight, then you'll be prepared to move on to solution mode, right? All the engineers in the room will be very, very happy because now you can come up with all the gadgets or interactions or services or solutions that have come to mind through brainstorming and rapid prototyping. And that's exactly what you're going to be doing in your following sessions. Unfortunately, I won't be around for those, but I'm going to be wishing you luck and sending you really, really good creative vibes. Okay, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'd be happy to have chats with you guys. Check out that document that I mentioned. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck. All right, from Mallorca, ha de bra.